Mourinho to this list would make it look a lot better, and it would be well deserved as well. I think Mourinho made a big impact when he came to the Premier League in the beginning, and the style of football and his personality and his arrogance and the football he played and the titles that he won in the Premier League. And he would be a massive addition to this list. And I think it would be a good addition.
You know how I feel about the original Rain Man. So, I like Mourinho. I like the craziness. I like the absolute shambles, if I can say that. So, yeah.
What do you think about Klopp?
I love to hate on Liverpool, but let's be honest here. I watched another video on him, and Tashreeq Weech, who's a great friend of mine, commented about it. And he said, does he deserve? Okay, he did well for Liverpool because they waited a long time, but he's won one Premier League, guys. Let's look at the facts.
I see it as a joke. There's no way he deserves to be there. On this list, no way. The coach that I can say deserves to be here, well, in the future, will be to put on this list is Pep. 100% Pep will deserve to be here because what he's doing in the Premier League right now, as we speak, and how he's dominating with his teams and stuff, he's definitely going to be on this list. I think let's move on to the next player. Rio Ferdinand.
Hey, bro, he's on the list, and you see a lot of people quote, and I'm going to say that as a biased supporter. When Ferdinand came through, he did well. He was a good player. He played fantastic. Yeah. I think people keep judging the players based on their past performances. No, their career was ending, but yeah, bro, he was a good player.
Also, their performances for England, because some of these players had stinky performances for their country, but for his fair, Rio deserves it. And then the next one is Piszczek. And for a keeper, though, when we were discussing clean sheets, remember we discussed clean sheets?
Yeah.
And Czech still holds the highest number of clean sheets in the Premier League. And not just because I'm a Chelsea fan, I think he deserves to be here, but there's a lot of great keepers. And I think Czech is definitely up there with top 5.
Bro, Czech put his life on the line, bro. Yeah, not many people, that saying I like to say. Not people know that. Like I like to say, that always a helmet.
Yeah.
Czech wore a helmet most of his career because he dived into the post. So you got to give him credit, bro. The man did put his life on the line was a Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got to give him credit. I think he deserves to be there. I agree with that list.
The one that's and I'm not trying to be funny here, but the one that's throwing me a bit is Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's on this list, and I'm not sure.
What's he? Why is he there?
Yeah, why is he here? If you put in Gerrard, you put Milner here as well. So I'm not 100% sure why Gerrard's on this list. And then as we go on, there's players like Frank Lampard's on this list, Dennis Bergkamp, David Beckham, Keane, Cantona, Henry, Shearer. Shearer's a massive one.
So, okay, wait, let's take a step back. Do you not want to discuss if Gerrard deserves it? What has he done?
That's my question. What has he done to be on this list? I mean, he played well for Liverpool, and I'm one of those. I don't think Gerrard had a lot of natural talent. He was a decent footballer. He was loyal to the badge, loyal to his club, and he was there and he performed for them.
But does that induct you to the Hall of Fame?
I don't think
exactly.
I don't think it deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Because you're looking at the other names on this list. There's a lot of talented players on this list. Like Thierry Henry, for example, one of the best French footballers of his time. Alan Shearer, Sergio Aguero, more recently. Even Vincent Kompany. If you're telling me Vincent Kompany is on this list, and someone like, for example, John Terry is not on this list yet, and Kompany's there.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. What Kompany won? One Premier League.
Yeah, he looks like he won. Yeah.
So you know what happens? My problem with these lists, and we're discussing a list. So my problem with the list is that there's always that that says in the background, it's a DP. I can get you on that list.
Yeah, I'm not sure this list works like that, bro.
but my point is, listen, how does a certain player make it? What has Vincent Kompany done? Maybe we're not seeing it, guys.
Yeah, maybe we're not seeing why they're on this list or what what qualifies them to be placed on this list. But some of the names on this list is a bit dodgy. Bro. Some of the names on this list is a bit dodgy. And I understand, some of these players were they've been put on this list because in their prime they were at their best, like Rooney and Vieira and Jan Wright, Schmeichel on the list, Scholes is here, Drogba's here. But there's a few that send me for this year. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so I'm looking at the list also. So for me, we're just gonna call it out. Patrick Vieira,
100%.
love him as a player. Thought he was Roy Keane's ultimate enemy. So for me, he just did it. He deserves to be there. Then we go to Wayne Rooney. Guys, you know Wayne Rooney. If you talk English football, you talk Wayne Rooney. The absolute crazy skinhead. He was just... I love skinhead Rooney because when he was skinhead Rooney, he was absolutely mad. He reminds me of my friend Josiah Ogle because they same personality.
Wayne.
Absolutely befucked. Right, man.
And for me, I think Rooney is, if I can say, the best English striker that we've seen.
In our time.
Yeah. Who do you think is better besides Shearer?
Yeah, I have to look at the list before I just start calling Rooney. I don't get me wrong, I'm a Man United, so I'm supposed to be biased.
Yeah.
But I need to look at the list of English Premier League strikers in our time too. But he's definitely up there.
Up there, definitely. Rooney and Shearer.
You got to put Kane in there, bro. No matter that he doesn't win, he hasn't won Premier League titles. That guy,
bro. Players that's not currently playing at the moment. So yeah.
Oh, okay. And then Ian Wright. Hey, I can't say much about Ian Wright. I know he's a fantastic player. I know he did well. I know he's part of the Invincible, but I can't say much about him. So before we move on, so there's a comment that came in. It says, Luda, you hit the nail on the head by saying you don't know the criteria to get on this list.
Sure, I don't. But because some of the names on this list it's for me, Righty deserves to be there. Righty was fantastic in his day. Fantastic. Zola's not there though. How is Zola not on that list?
Yeah, so for me it looks like 2021 inductees. Obviously over the years, maybe I won't say the criteria has changed, and maybe it's harder to get on the list. So if you look at it, let's look at the 2021 inductees. It's Shearer, Henry, Cantona, Roy Keane, David Beckham, Bergkamp, Lampard, Gerrard.
All deserved except for Gerrard.
Yeah, I don't know what's the criteria, but I'm saying if you look at all those players, I would have any one of those players in my team. They're all absolutely fantastic players.
I wouldn't have Gerrard, bro. And I'm not being against Liverpool and I just don't think Gerrard's that guy, bro. I don't think so. So yeah, move on to the next one.
Yeah, so let me just go further down. Let me scroll. Okay, my mouse is scrolling. And then we looked at the 2022 inductees. I don't think we're gonna go further back. Tony Adams was a great player. I remember him. He took no prisoners.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was before most people's time. So yeah, it's just... So I don't know what we can say about the list. So it's got all the years, so it goes right back. I think it only starts in 2021.
Yeah.
So there's not much more we can speak about that topic.
But then what do you think if you look at current players right now, or players that have already played and they've left the Premier League or they're about to retire, like Hazard, for example? Who do you think should be added to this list in the future?
Hey, bro. The way Haaland is doing things, the way he... Look at it this way.
Definitely.
What we call Haaland before he joined the Premier League, and I'm not guilty of this for myself, so don't even think I'm guilty of myself. We said he's coming from a Farmers League. It's not going to work here. Yeah. Look what the man did, bro.
Smashed it, bro. First season, he smashed it.
He never smashed it, bro. You know that comes... You know that obliques, what Asterix and Obelix cartoon, where they would drink the potion, he smashed all the Romans. That's what he did, bro.
No, for sure. I think he'll let me get in the list. I think someone like Salah as well may get in the list in the future. Ibrahim may get in the list in the future. I think Eden Hazard should get in the list somewhere in the future. But I'm surprised that there's not more names yet added to that list. But yeah, the future there'll be quite a and maybe what we should do next time, or when another name is added, we'll look at what the actual criteria is for them to get onto that list. Because
Yeah, so what we're going to do is now we're going to play one song. I've set up so you can see us live in studio. So it's in DP and Luda. If you want to see us in studio, I will send you the link via WhatsApp. Just send, like what you would normally do, send us a WhatsApp to 0638315434, and then I will paste the link that will take you directly to YouTube, and you can see us in studio, but I will pause it when we play music So you, like I said, so you don't see Luda and I dance.
You mean you?
Yeah, so yeah, that's we got quite a few hot topics, and we're gonna unfortunately we're gonna be moving away for I don't know if it's unfortunate, but we're going to be moving away from football. But before we move away from football, we got one more small topic, and then we're gonna discuss it. We're gonna go. So don't walk away from us, don't run away from us, guys. We got some music for you, and we'll be back, and you can see us live in studio. I'm your host, TP. Okay, so now
You should stop playing the same music.
bro, they listen to us once a week. Okay, so we're gonna use this camera. Where you sitting, Luda? So okay, this is I got the topic, so we don't need to stress. There's the camera, yeah. Let's see. Honestly, we can adjust it. Where you're sitting.
Um,
Yeah. Okay, you can't see me.
you can help this way. Slide. Give it a master. Play this song. Play this song.
Let me tell Tesh that's to see us. Come on. So you can just say what's the thing called?
What are you saying? I'm still not.
I need to check what mic it's going to use.
The share numbers was what? The numbers went up once. They're gonna
Yeah, but it's not when we came in, it was 15.
yeah, that's 50.
So there's test to like one person shooting. The checking number is top. I haven't had a checking number in a long time. What's my thing? What's my status? But you know what? What's on my status? Like we don't need to watch it again. So it's fine if they block us. Yeah, I'm not stressing. Now I get the link works. See, so just wait in the studio.
And actually, yeah, where's the playlist? Where's our playlist? Yeah.
No, please come down. There's football tunes there.
Yeah.
There's there.
If I click on this, it's gonna show us the playlist.
Let's show you the whole
Not
playlist.
gonna stop the music. And the number is that will be lost. Yeah.
That's the number. Let me for the next song. I'll do something.
All the hits, one station.
Yeah, so the topics we have now. With my phone. So what we got now, just check which topic you want to discuss first. So this is what we have. You just tell me which one you want to start with first.
What's the football officer?
Cole Palmer. The old story with him and the things. Let's see if I can make it more that way. So it's just like, yeah, that's perfect.
We can hit the Cole Palmer. Oh, there's a thing that's happening right now. Something that's happening right now. With honey and racism.
Yeah.
Man is crying at the interview.
The man is suffering with the people that's killing him one day. I never see the interview. I've watched plenty of these things out, bro. But okay, we'll discuss it in studio. I get you.
That's crying, bro. Tough, though, bro.
Hey, Uri, interview. Oh, that's hectic. I was explaining racism.
No one comments ask me it's okay to continue and whatever.
Didn't they just beat England up? 1-0. I was watching the highlights.
Yeah. Know what you doing? Talking about this number, playing this number, you go straight into couples and getting comfortable.
Okay, I think that's perfect. Perfect. That's you hit the nail on the head.
You don't have to go off the list too much.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I mean, huh? When children themselves go away.
And I was
just, also let themselves go, whatever.
I think I need to stand for these topics. these topics get very, very tricky.
They phone me now. They're not phone me. I'm going to go on the phone only before I come in. Only the phone with the I'm always telling you these things. I'm telling you, why are you telling me these? It's like, I should have to watch soccer. I put the lights on my watch.
You could, yeah, these two here.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but why are you telling me? My old lady sometimes doesn't make you know that.
You can put it on there too.
I should say.
Yeah, just search tech. I think it's called Tech Tracker. Okay. I'm your host, DP. We're back with some good topics for you right now. And one of the topics we have is, again, you guys hear me okay? Obviously, I made some technical issues there, Luda. So as I was still saying, we got some good topics back with you right now. And one of the topics, you can see I actually even pressed the wrong button with this topic. We were talking about, and I don't know if you listened to the song we played. We played a song by the original Carter. Yeah, that's a debate with him and Jay-Z. So what I'm saying is the song we were playing was Lil Wayne, Don't Get Comfortable. And that wasn't one of the topics, but it was a topic that we were going to get into. But let's take a deep dive in that topic. What's your thought on your significant other? Whether it be your partner, whether it be your girlfriend, whether it be your wife, whether it be your sticky, whatever you want to call that person in your life, that person that's important to you. What happens when they get too comfortable? So there's a few things about comfortable. And Luda, one of the things that you mentioned was what?
People let themselves go, no. People let themselves go, and they don't look after themselves as they used to before, because now they're comfortable. They know that the relationship is at a stage where they think that you're never gonna leave, or you think, for example, you flip either way. You think, oh, she's never gonna leave. I can let myself go now. I don't have to. Before, the routine was haircut every week. I was going to the gym, smelling fresh all the time. Now she got a nag for him to cut his hair. Now she's sending out to the bar. That sort of things, and these things happen in relationships, and it's a slippery slope.
So, guys, I think for the safety of Luda and DP, we're gonna put a disclaimer out there. We're not talking about our partners. We're not talking about our relationship. We're talking about in general. What's your thoughts on it? So, so one of the things that getting comfortable with your partner, farting.
Yeah.
So my throat gets sick. So I get up and I go somewhere else if I need to fart. And at the end of the day, you can still hear it. So, but that's not one of the topics. But I'm talking about getting comfortable.
But farting is not about hearing it. It's about smelling it. That's the problem with farting.
No, candy floss, man. That's what I
think. If they can hear it, they're probably going to be able to smell it.
Oh, okay.
And passing gas is one thing, you know. But when you talk about, as I'm saying, when you're talking about getting comfortable and the things that were routine before for somebody, for male or female, stop becoming routine.
No, but I'm going to throw a span in the works here. But life takes over, bro. And when I say life takes over, I'm going to talk on the male side, and then I'm going to throw some spanners in the works. So, let's say, I stopped wearing that great perfume. I stopped looking after myself. I gained a little bit of weight. This is not because now I've got a lot of responsibility, and I'm not making excuse. This is not because I've got a lot of responsibilities where I'm working, I'm keeping the bills paid, I'm keeping the lights on at home. Is it not that?
No. For me, you know what? At the end of the day, bro, we connect with somebody emotionally, right? And we fall in love. However, we know the thing of physical attraction. Physical attraction is physical attraction. And physical attraction is something that will never ever change. And if you as a partner decide, you know what, I'm gonna stop looking like this, I'm gonna stop dressing like that, I'm gonna stop wearing this, or I'm gonna let myself go a little bit, that attraction can die, bro. That attraction can die. So you gotta maintain a certain level of attraction for your partner.
Yeah, no, it's with everything in life. If the standards drop, so let me explain it like this. Hey, me, I love my child, bro. I don't know about you, Luda. Me, I like my child. If I go to a restaurant, and this example has worked for me all my life. I'm just going to give a name of a restaurant. Let's say, for instance, I go to Circus. So I do go to Circus a lot. And let me tell you why I go there. When I go there, they make a home-style food.
Sure.
My wife loves the food. I love the food. They make the food that we like. And the service is great. The restaurant is not noisy. We want to have a conversation as a couple and talk about things that we don't have. Sometimes we don't have kids, so we want to converse. We want to talk. And then we went to another restaurant a few weeks back, and the food was fantastic. But I will not go back to the restaurants again, because for me the vibe was too much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a vibe. It wasn't a Friday night. It was a normal Sunday, and it was just too busy. It was just happening. Sometimes you just want to sit down. And the point I'm getting to is, and then we went to another place that we used to go to. And as soon as I walked into my wife, I said, I only ordered something to Let's go. And she said, baby, why must you? I said, because the restaurant, I can see the restaurant what it was. For instance, if Circus is one way it was. And then all of a sudden I see they've got pictures of food on the wall, which they never had. They're posh restaurant. They don't actually have pictures of food on the wall. 100%. I said to my wife, someone bought it, change of management,
standards are going
to drop. And that's the point we're trying to make. If standards drop, and girls and boys are guilty of this, where you stop doing the things that you, and I'm probably guilty of it, and my wife will tell me we're guilty of it. But where do you draw the line and say, listen, hey babes, hey, you know what, I'm you know what, and you know what for me is, I'm not brutally honest. I try to be as honest as I possibly can to my wife. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Yeah. So you need to be honest, because let's look at the facts. If you don't tell the person how you feel, Luda, and you leave it on for 2-3 years, what is that? You're gonna resent the person.
And that's why for me, I think we all were told this before we got married, at our weddings, before and while we were in the process of building up to our weddings. All the old people told us communication is key, and telling somebody about something that they're not doing anymore, or they used to do something and they don't do it anymore, or they're doing it differently, or whatever the case may be. You got to be open and honest with your partner, bro. And even besides the parts, we can't just put this as partners. Even in a friendship, bro, you get comfortable in a friendship and you start. And this is the part that really gets to me, is you start disrespecting a person because you're too comfortable. You're too comfortable with their personality, you're too comfortable with their presence, and you start disrespecting them, not knowing that you're doing things that's disrespectful.
Please explain. I'm confused.
Well, I can't think of an example right now, but people tend to make certain comments that you'd never make before.
Oh,
You know?
that's a problem.
You know what I'm saying? People start making comments that they'd never make before, especially in public.
No. That's one thing that I will never do. And you know my wife.
And that's for me. You know, you can be how comfortable you want to be in a friendship or relationship or whatever. You got to keep those number one respect levels and that communication. So if I'm not happy with something, like me and you have a very good relationship.
Don't embarrass me.
You know exactly how I am. You accept me like that. I know how you are. And I accept you like that. And if something's wrong, I tell you straight. He'll tell me straight. And it's not a thing of hard feelings or fight or whatever afterwards. It's just okay, that's how it is, and we move on. And that's why communication, though, especially in a relationship between two people, married couple or someone that's dating or leading up to marriage, communication. You don't like something, speak about it, make it known.
And adding to that, ladies, please, no guy out there can read minds. If you have a problem, tell us. Let him know. Throw bricks. Sometimes we don't catch hints. You know, sometimes we don't catch hints. Hey, those dishes are full in the sink there. Hey, I saw them. You know what I'm saying? You know your guy. You know your guy. That guy couldn't catch hints from 1992 when you wanted him. Yeah. Now you're thinking all of a sudden he's changed. He's got a lot more priorities. He's not going to catch him. So if you have a problem, tell him. Like, for instance, hey, me, I know it's not going to work. And I know as a married person, you never see the person different from how somebody else sees it. For example, let's say, for instance, I gain weight. If I say to my wife, hey, babes, how do these jeans look too tight? Does the shirt look too tight? Is it hugging the stomach? Yeah. Is it not looking right? She says, no, babes, it looks fine. So I have this rule that I say to my wife, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know, the question is, do my bum look big in these jeans? Yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth because you know why I'm going to tell you the truth? Because I know people out there are absolutely horrible. They're going to say, yo, how can a husband make her leave the house like that?
And that's the big thing for me. At the end of the day, you're going to walk out looking like a clown. People are going to talk and they're going to say, how is the husband allowing her to walk out? How is the wife allowing him to walk out the house like that, looking like that? So if something's not right, best talk. Say, listen, this thing doesn't look as good as it used to, or this it's not your style anymore, whatever it is. If you need to find a way of saying it pleasantly, you can do that. But it needs to be said. You can't let your people walk out the house looking like clowns, bro.
Yeah. So guys, if you just tune in right now, we're talking about being comfortable and communication with your partner. So the number is 063-831-5434. And if you want to see us in studio, comment to the WhatsApp number and I'll send you the link. So we have a few people watching us directly in studio, and getting comfortable is a scary thing because you don't want to sit there saying, hey, my relationship or my marriage is going well. Yeah, your partner is suffering in silence, and that's me included. I know I can irritate my wife. I know I can forget to do things that I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna make it my duty. As of today, I'm gonna say, hey, no, babes. Hey, but I might open a can of worms.
I don't do
it. I might open. I'm picturing this conversation. Hey, babes, what am I not doing that I'm supposed to do?
This is the thing, bro. We have a topic. Let's not make it personal. It's not about us.
No, but I'm saying it's not about us. But just picture you going to your floor and saying, Candace, what am I not doing that I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, that lets be long, Luda. So I think for us in studio, you guys can tell us what you think. But for you gotta approach it lightly because hey, you'll open a can of worms. That conversation, you'll be sitting there with your jaw on the floor saying, "Oh, I didn't know things are so bad." Now the point I'm trying to make: don't leave it to get that far. Yeah. I know there's a lot of things I could be doing. I know.
And again, bro, I'll bang on communication. It must be clear, and it must be both sides. Clear communication. And that's the only way you get things off your chest and you make people aware of something that they're not doing or something that they are doing. If something's really annoying you, speak about it. And sometimes a person doesn't even know that they're doing something very, very small and it's annoying them. It's annoying the other person. But they don't know. But the person keeps quiet, they don't communicate, and the person continues to do it. And just say, listen, that's what you're doing. It's annoying me. Can you please stop? And maybe you'll get an answer of, listen, I can't stop. This is the reason why I do it. And it can open another can of worms to a background of why it's happening. It starts a dialogue, bro. And once you start a dialogue, you can communicate better.
Yeah, what I notice is that communication is key, and I'm in no position to give anybody marriage advice.
Yeah.
But my thoughts are is you know what I'm not going to say kills a marriage. You know what's tough on a marriage? Kids. Let me explain this why.
For sure.
And you guys can
Addition
agree
of
with me.
kids.
The addition of kids become a problem because you know what, especially when you have more than one kid. And let me explain where I'm getting with this. You know when you're in church and your kid is running amok and you're like, come here, I'm just showing you when you eat. And then what happens now? There's two kids, so your wife says, hey, listen, watch Lyle and I'll watch Darren. So now what you'll do, that's your life now. Everywhere you go is watch that kid, I'll watch that kid. So your whole life is, okay, what the kids are going to eat, what's this, you go out to dinner, you go out to family restaurants, you go to spa, because that's all where you can go to without being embarrassed because your kids are acting up.
Everyone's kids act back violence.
Yeah, so it's normal. And what makes it worse, if you didn't know, Spa on the Bluff doesn't have an alcohol license and I won't promote it to get alcohol. So you can take your own alcohol. Yes, I got a shock when I went there. I don't know if it's still like that, but yeah, the last time I went, I was shocked. So moving along swiftly. So what happens is that becomes your life. And that's how
it drives a wedge between the two. Yeah.
So then what happens is you say, babes, we need to start having coffee dates, just dates.
Yeah.
Date nights where we don't have to go spend a lot of money because it gets expensive on a family. So just say, let's just go out for coffee. Let's take a drive to wherever and go have coffee and you'll sit and have a conversation. And it becomes tough because you all haven't spoken for how long your kids are.
Yeah.
You haven't had a proper conversation. The only conversation you have is arguing and shouting across the room because kids are there and you're trying to get things done.
Business conversations.
Yeah, business conversations. This, did you pay the lights and this, that. So you sit down and have a conversation and you say to your wife,
what are we talking about?
What movie are we going to watch?
Exactly.
Because you don't know what to talk about because you've been so apart. You forgot about the love parts of the relationship that you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, hey, how do I speak to this thing? So but the thing is, trust me, I've been there. We had a conversation at first and it gets better and over time.
And that's why they say you got to continue to date your partner. As long as you're married, you can be married for 50 years. Continue to date. Continue to have that one-on-one time and spend that time together. Because once the kids are gone, it's just the two of you left. And if the relationship has drifted so far apart, what's going to happen?
So what you're saying, you mustn't marry for looks. You must marry for personality.
Definitely, bro.
Hey, that's a tough decision.
Definitely.
Okay, everybody says that you should marry for personality and the person's baby and not looks. Yeah, that's a tough decision when you are getting married. It reminds me of the time where there's a wingman. There's always a wingman.
Especially when you got judgy families. And they'll be like, what's wrong with that?
No. And then they say to the friend, you're not looking. No, maybe she's got a great personality. So, the friend will say to you, hey, DP, check here. I got this one sticky, but she'll only come if she can bring a friend. And then the bride, she'll just want to say to it, she's got a top personality. You must know. So back to the marriage thing. So basically that marry for personality and not looks, because looks will fade. Hey, listen, I'm not planning so far there. You gotta get both things right. It's a tough one, but you gotta get both things right.
No, it's look, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And what you may find beautiful, I may not.
That's also true.
So if I find a personality that's beautiful and it complements the features as well, and for me that's beautiful. And someone else may look and be like, she's not beautiful, but to me she's beautiful, So, but that goes back to the point that I made about your level of attraction. When you let yourself go and you stop becoming attractive to your partner, that's a problem, bro.
That's a big problem.
When you become unattractive to your partner, that's a big problem. And that goes with physical, it goes with mannerism, and it goes with cleanliness as well, bro.
Hey, you know what, bro? It's as an adult, it's a tough journey of dropping a lot of things. And I maintain this, but it also can get me into trouble. You take part in the things that are important to you. Like if I've made a change in my life because I was saying to a friend of mine and Luda, and I was saying to other friends, hey, at one stage I looked like I needed a B cup. Because that's how much weight I gain, and we all gain weight, bro. Weight is not permanent. So if you gain weight, yeah, you're different. You can eat a full chicken, not gain weight. That's different. We're not all like that. We have a comment in here that says sometimes it's good to set aside time to talk about things that may have affected each of you, like a date night. I 100% agree with you.
Definitely.
You need to have the time. The children sleep, whatever time you make your children sleep, and sit and watch a movie. You can put on a cut movie so you can have a conversation. Yeah. So the next topic we have here, because I think we can move away from that, letting yourself go and being comfortable. It is out there, guys. You know, but this is my take on it before I forget about it. Don't do it for the wrong reasons. For instance, your wife gave birth. She's going to gain weight. She's not the 1 in a million person where they gain weight and they look exactly the same. And you look at the person, she had a child. She still looks like 1998, like I'm still in when we're in school. She still looks. There's very few. Your wife is gonna gain weight. If your husband is complaining about stretch marks, lady, change your husband. People gain stretch marks. Stretch marks is only a sign of beauty.
But also, we as men sometimes we actually forget, or not we don't forget. We don't realize how much a woman's body goes through during pregnancy. For 9 months, though, can you imagine 9 months of hormones up, down, your body changing?
And then you come in and say, hey, you need to lose weight.
You start pumping one way, pumping. And then you're going to pump on you, you're going to complain. So we got to realize, bro, that there's a lot that happens with a woman's body when she's pregnant. And even after she gives birth, their body got to adjust back now to default settings. And it's tough, bro. It's tough on a woman's body.
No, don't blame it on us. That's Eve's problem.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, okay. So we're going to move past that topic. Another one, and it's a topic that's you only realize it when it's too late. The topic that I put on one of our topics to discuss is about anxiety. And I don't know much about anxiety. I butchered it. And I was going through something where I was having to make a decision of leaving the company I've been working for 19 years and going to another company, which is government. And I finally experienced anxiety, and I never knew this so bad because I don't suffer with anxiety. And I was laying in bed and my wife was in the lounge. I know what she was doing, and I was just thinking about all the decisions because I had 2 weeks to accept the position, move to Pretoria, get both my kids into school, get a rental of a flat or a house for 6 months because I was never going to buy without moving there.
Your whole life,
I had to move my whole life to Pretoria, and I was laying in bed, and seriously, the anxiety I had, and I always say, hey, you're having anxiety, and we just use the word loosely. The anxiety I had was something different. Basically, it sounded like someone, the best way to explain it. What's that place on the beachfront down there by the Suncoast? It sounded like Blue Lagoon. That's how it sounded in my head. It was just like music playing all over. It sounded like a lot of people were talking. I was laying there saying, why am I feeling like this? It was like rental, kids into school, make the decision, leave Toyota, get new medical aid because Toyota canceled my medical aid. I was sitting there, bro, I couldn't take it. I wanted to cry. That's the type of feeling. And then I was like, so this is what anxiety feels like.
And some people have that feeling on a daily, bro. Some people have that feeling on a daily because of their jobs or because of their living situation or their circumstance, whatever. And people feel this anxiety on a daily basis, sometimes a weekly basis, and sometimes it just hits you out of nowhere. That was just a big decision that you had to make. So feeling that pressure at that time is normal, it's natural. But some people naturally just suffer with anxiety from
month to month.
I need to finish this report and then get anxiety about it. You know, I need to go and meet this client and then get anxiety. And it's a tough thing to deal with. I don't really suffer with anxiety, or I haven't really suffered with anxiety. But I can relate because I know how pressure feels.
But you know what it is, Luda, and I'm guilty of this. Guys, when we have problems, we turn to stuff.
Yeah.
So we drown out our sorrows with alcohol, and it's common. What we tend to do is we say, hey, you know what? I had a stressful day. I'm gonna have a beer, and I was there. What I would do is I would come home and I would say, hey, I'd phone my wife, and I'd say to her, hey, babes, put 2 beers in the fridge for me. I had a terrible day. I'm coming from work, and what happened? I'll dish up my supper, I'll sit and we watch a movie, and I'll have a beer. And there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm working hard, the lights on, everything's sorted out.
But
But it became an everyday habit. And what it went from 2 beers to 3 beers to 4 beers a night. And then one day she said to me, I don't know what my wife said to me, and I said to her, I took her and I said, hey, you know what, I'm not having. This is becoming a problem.
Yeah.
And my wife would have mentioned to me, but you know us, Luda, with 1 year, other year. And it's just we as gentlemen and guys, we tend to turn to things that we're not supposed to do. So you know your bra's going through stuff. If I know my bra's going through stuff, I'll just send them a random message and say, hey bro, how are you, this, that, whatever the case may be, bro. Sometimes gents, your bra needs to talk. Say, bro, how are you? He doesn't want to talk about Man United versus Liverpool. He just wants to have a bra that's there that can say, bro, how are you?
Yeah.
And
just showing concern.
And you know what's a funny thing, bro? A lot of people will say, hey, okay, how are you? Hey, bro. Hey, nothing, I'm okay. No one wants to hear my stories. Guys, people want to hear your story.
100%.
People want to, obviously you're not going to tell her, oh, that's walking past you. You say, bro, how's things? How's things? No one wants to hear it. Your brother's asking you, say, how are you? Have a long conversation. Let him get it off his chest. Because I was watching there was an advert in the UK. There was a soccer advert and it was UK where these guys were going to the stadium and they were celebrating. And this one guy was basically my personality, all over the place, loud, always happy.
Yeah.
And the other friend was just sitting there quiet. He said, come on, smile, our team won.
Yeah.
And he was happy. And the video was saying, recognize the stress, recognize the anxious friends. And the next video, obviously the friend died. It wasn't the quiet friend. It was a friend that was happy. Actually, basically, he was fake. He was acting like, and he killed himself.
You weren't showing his emotions,
So guys, reach out to your friends so that they know how they feel. No, you know what, guys? You can't only be a friend to someone when we're drinking. Sometimes we need to look at them and say, hey, bro, how are you doing? How's things? What's the story, Rory?
Yeah, that's not just for friendship. Not just about partying and for the good moments, bro. You should be there for somebody when they're up, when they're down, and that's what true friends do. And the thing is, you know what it is. Us as colored guys, and maybe it's not even just a colored guy thing. Maybe it's a South African guy thing, or maybe it's just a guy thing around the world. Guys don't like to talk about their feelings, bro. As soon as you start talking about, then they always start calling you emotional and. She just always being emotional and why is it being like this and I don't want to hear these stories and all that. People need someone to talk to. Be that here for them.
Yeah, you must reach out to your friends and we're coming up to Easter weekend where your friends need you. People are going through stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So guys, we're gonna break for a song. We're gonna play probably about 2-3 songs. We got some hot topics. There's some topics about gossip, about men's grooming, mental health, marital issues, money, career development, sex and intimacy. We got some great topics for you today. It's away from football because there hasn't been much football to talk about. It's international break, and we said that we don't like international break. Yeah, we got something it's a personal favorite of mine. Oh, it was a good one.
Yeah.
I love this song.
That's the saying, yeah.
I don't know they could see too.
Can I see?
They created, bro.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm sorry, that's why I asked you.
No.
Okay, we'll see if we can see. If you're looking at them, they're looking. Let's see.
Okay, looking at you.
Alright, so.
Yeah. What you do?
Breaking my heart, yeah. Breaking my heart, yeah. Breaking my heart, sugar, yeah.
Quit playing these love games. Tell me what you're gonna do, yeah. Quit breaking my heart. Yeah. I'm breaking my heart. Yeah. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Yeah.
So what I want you to do, I want you to play couple songs, and the next time we play for us, what you doing? I might just go to it.
I play anything.
Play it. I'll play it next. I'll play it next. Over you. Let's ask you something. Which topic you want to go with next? To line up to what we were just doing. Maybe that's sex and intimacy. Okay.
Leap sex and intimacy for last fire topic.
All the hits, one station.
What do you want now? I'm gonna check. Let's play this thing there.
Okay, not much.
Yeah?
Not much.
You must be some kind of a model. Enough to make a
Just in
shot
case.
run out.
There you go.
Enough to make a weak nigga go mono, we mono. Guess what? You strong as one out of the bottle.
Never had this number
When he made me,
How about
he
number
blessed
4?
me when he made you. I got a little
No, Lloyd Banks was one of the best voices in English league. I might have had it a long time ago.
Old number. Old. One of my favorites.
There's no rules when it comes to this. Write down your number, miss. They call me Banks.
My double name is Chris, 2006.
Love me in the bricks, 4-inch lips on a buggy 6, first class trips, and the buggy's crisp. I work so hard to live like this.
You know this one. I spent it on 4 times.
Numbers keep going. 20, 13, 20.
My numbers are down in session.
Simply basically tell me I must. No, you can log in on it.
Now tell me, if you're trying to get onto the ways, yeah, onto the island, what do you need to get onto the island?
I didn't get much into detail about it.
So that's a lot of stuff.
You know, it's a strange thing. If you speak to anybody with FM radio, it's dying all over the world, except South Africa. Which is the strangest thing ever. You tell me, like, FM radio, like, look, FM's here. People still listen to it going to work.
That's one thing my fellow said. My fellow said, like, every morning, like, this so East Coast taking like school.
Yeah, same.
East Coast. An hour left, an hour further.
No, not my story is I don't listen to any radio because I don't need traffic on my route. I'm going to all airport, there's no traffic. Yeah, I drive on the Marine Drive, so it doesn't bother me.
No, me even me, I play music.
Yeah, no, I put my music
honestly, if I'm not in the mood, like I'm just tired. I'm not in the morning time, I'm in the morning. It's not there.
So we spoke about anxiety. I want to speak about road rage. Thinking. So you can either do you said mental health and men's grooming.
Let's do mental health. We can do the
But you said do what? Mental health?
Mental health. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Mental health. What did you touch on the grooming? Maybe let's do that.
You know the story, man.
I will do it then. Let's do it now.
Yeah. So we'll talk about mental health and grooming. Just go straight.
Let's go into grooming. Let's talk about anxiety. Let's go into grooming. We can go a little more.
Yeah, so you know why we talk about grooming? Because there was a comment about men mustn't get too feminine. Yeah. So we'll talk about men's
I throw one to sideways questions. Let's start again now.
Yeah. Guys, we're back and we got some great topics for you. Before we left, we were talking about anxiety and we were talking about relationships and getting comfortable. One of the topics that we wanted to deep dive into was men's grooming. And why we're going back to this topic we spoke about it 2 weeks ago, last week, is because we got a comment in, and I thought about the comment during the week, that most women don't want their men to move away from that manliness. So I think we might have downplay the topic, or if I can say that, I'm not promoting anything. All I'm saying is men's grooming is extremely important.
We're not talking about shaving your legs and choosing your eyebrows.
Yeah, we're definitely not talking about that.
Yeah.
We still very old school. We still the men's men. We're talking about. No, I won't go with cleanliness. I'm not gonna.
General things.
I'm not talking about Luda, but you're gonna buy the new Mac foundation. There's no way we're having a conversation. We're talking about general things. We're talking about, like, for instance, I'm on this perfume run. I'm doing research, watching a lot of videos on YouTube about perfumes. Because let's be honest, what was the perfumes we used to wear? Isimiyaki and the comments. I'm looking for something that's different, totally different. That's when you walk in the room, that fresh. It's not overbearing. That's like, oh, DP, bro, we can't sit in the small room and because your perfume was just all over the place. Something that's fresh, something that's nice.
Let's start there. What you're older. A lot of guys don't feel that they need to smell. I let me tell you, I'm one of those guys that I like to smell good. When you smell good, bro, you feel good.
Yeah.
You feel confident when you smell good. And for me, my routine is a roll on, and my squats of perfume or whatever it is, and that's it. Something I put on my wrists, I put on behind my head.
Normal story.
Yeah, that's it. And it makes an impression with people. When you walk into a room and you smell good, people already they get a better impression of you. But when you walk into a room and you smell bad, you're getting a terrible. That's how people see you. The first thing they see when they see you is they see the smell.
First impressions lost.
Exactly. When the first thing they see is they see the smell, and you don't have to go and buy the most expensive perfumes or whatever the case may be. But you need to smell. As a man, you need to smell attractive all the time. Whether you're going out, whether you're in the house, smell good, smell fresh, bro.
Yeah, it's and like you said, you don't have to buy the most expensive. Trust me, guys. I look for Lux.
There's a lot of cheap things on the market. I found a spray, and it's not as normal spray. It's more of a stronger spray. It lasts a lot longer, and that was just by browsing the aisles in Clicks, looking at what I could find. And there's in a perfume there's what it's it, and there's a performer. This spray is actually a performer. The performer is got a stronger, yes.
Spray.
It's one of the only sprays that I found that's a performer. It's got a
That's what I'm
stronger,
shocked.
it lasts a bit longer. So and if you look, and it's not expensive, it's a cheap spray. If the guys look for these things, you don't have to go and, as I said, buy the most expensive things. But smelling good for me is very, very important.
Okay, so Roland aside, because guys, no one has to tell guys couldn't Roland unless things are really, really, really swag and things are completely swag. We understand. People are going through tough times now, so I don't think that's the Roland thing is purposely if guys are smelling. But what's the one thing you won't leave the house? I mean, besides Roland, you will not leave the house until you do it.
Brush your teeth, bro.
These are the basic stuff. These are the basic stuff.
And that one is because you know when your mouth smelling. We're all human, we're all people, and there's certain things that people don't like to talk about. But when you can taste the funny
Why are you
taste,
pointing at me,
when
bro?
you can taste the funny taste in your mouth, you know your mouth is smelling.
Yeah,
People
100%.
do the hand cup and they go,
No, you can't. There's a word for it. You can't.
you can smell your own breath. You can smell your own breath. You know when your mouth is smelling. So brush properly. When people are, and the brushing routine is important too. You brush your teeth, you brush your gums, you brush your tongue, you rinse.
No,
Brush again.
that's not what I mean. When I say that, like for instance, for me, and I know it shocked a lot of people when I said last year, I got this soft silicone brush that my wife brought me that I put the face wash. For me, face wash is extremely important. And I scrub my face, and now and again I'll use some toner for the dead skin. And I learned it from the girls because I live with only women, and I see them I'm like, what's that for? And I see the difference in their skin. And I suffer a lot of whiteheads on the corner of my nose. So I do those things and I can see the difference. So one thing like last week, and I know someone's laughing if she's listening, she's saying, I bet she's in a mention studio. This week Sunday was a good achievement for me, and I'm explaining why I'm getting to this. I ran the 21K and I finished the 21K.
Yeah.
Guys, I always laugh about it. Like someone will say to me, will you do the marathon? And my answer is still no, because I got zero patience. When I drive to Maritzburg, I'm like, yo, this is a long drive. So imagine running to Maritzburg. So moving along swiftly, what I did was I ran the 21Ks with a few ladies, and these ladies are friends of mine. They're friends of my wife, and they became friends of mine because I ran with them. So I'm only running with ladies. Guys, come on. You're letting me down. Because now I'm only running with ladies. I need someone to come to. I'm also not a runner too, but I ran a 21K on Sunday, and I finished it in 2 hours and 50 minutes now. Just picture running for 3 hours on the road, yo. But I won't lie, bro. What it does for me, I'm very aggravated all the time. I'm frustrated all the time because of things that are going on in my life.
Yeah.
But what it does for me, it just clears the mind.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the race. I'm doing another one. After Easter. I'm running another 21K. I'm not worried about the 42s and the 50s and I just enjoy the different things that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
Like
You need these activities to clear your mind, to let that frustration out, and that was training, lifting weights for me. It gives you that it takes all that frustration, it allows you to ease your mind, to clear your thoughts, and that's very, very important as well.
Because you end up taking the frustration out on the wife and kids. And I can be guilty of that because I'm frustrated very, very, very quick. I don't know what it's because of. So I need to go, and we colored people, we come from that everything is taboo.
Yeah.
I need to go see someone and talk to someone, not talk to someone, never buy a beer, never eat a dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to release.
We'll talk about therapy. What's therapy? Go for counseling.
But you're going to pay someone 1,200 an hour. You get 1,200 by it's a price by Brookwood scheme. You can talk. You can talk.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need someone that's not your wife, that maybe it's not your friend. Maybe it's someone that says, hey, bro, you want to talk to me? Maybe you're going to counsel at work. We got a lot of roles at work.
Yeah.
Someone you want to. When my kid passed away, I went to go talk to the therapist, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy was irritating me. I told my wife, I'll punch that guy. He was saying, let it out.
Yeah.
Cry.
I
was like, hey, bro, don't talk nonsense. I don't want to cry. don't. That's how I am. I'm hot inside, and then I burst. Eventually, I burst, which is a bad thing, and that's why I run. I do the road running. So, guys, if you want to join me, just join me in those runs. It's nice. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I think it was a great achievement for me that my kids can see that I finished these things. I ran at 21K, and like I was saying in my status, my wife was my biggest support, so she was there on the side. She ran a 10K. She was there on the side. Go DP! I was laughing and I watched the video. But it was challenging. And the point I'm getting to is you need to do these things that help you release that anger. And one thing I noticed, hey, come on, my people, we really need to do something. Maybe they want, but if I could count the amounts of colored people that were at the race, the race started by Moses Mabhida Stadium. I'm talking about Yukon. The road is packed. I'm talking about like a concert packed.
Yeah.
Entries, there's full. And seriously, if there was 10 was too much. There was 4 of us in the car. 5 of us. Sorry, there was 5 of us. There was probably another 2 more Brenos. I saw another guy that after he ran the race, he was laying on the side of the road, sleeping like he was dead. I wanted to go tap him and say, "Hey, bro, are you okay?" Yeah. But he got up looking very confused. But there was no Brenos at the run. It's not for everybody. Running is not for everybody. Maybe go support a friend. Maybe say DP wins the next race, can I come support? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things we were talking about. That's another topic. And men's grooming. Anything else you want to add to men's grooming? Because the basics is the basics. You can't tell guys past it.
Just general, bro. Just the general things. I know. I'm very conscious about everything. So because I'm OCD, I tend to overthink things and I tend to overlook at things. I was telling my son this. I said to him, because he doesn't like to brush his hair. His hair never gets brushed. He comes downstairs, his hair is not brushed. And I keep telling him, when you meet somebody, the first thing they see is your face.
That's your hair tidy.
The first thing they see is your face, and you're moving on a tidy hair. Moving with sleep by your eyes. Huh?
Well, that's kids.
And it's the general things, bro. Before you walk out the house, check your face, check your ears.
So we never had water for Thursday night. Yeah. You in Durban, you definitely had this problem. You didn't have water, you didn't have electricity. We never had water, and I came back from the run.
Yeah.
And how frustrating it was having a bucket pot. Hey, come ANC, please, guys, do something now, man. This is not right. We're going backwards.
But now, are you one of those? If you see something by someone's nose, you're telling them, or you're keeping quiet?
What?
Because people keep quiet for those things. Why do people feel so conscious about saying, "Hey, do something by your nose"?
I'm gonna tell you, because you're my friend.
Do something by your eye. Do something in your ear. Why do people feel conscious about it? I don't understand it. Like they're embarrassed for the person.
People get offended easily.
Yeah, but it's not about offending you, helping the person.
It's not your business, like my ears are dirty, leave it.
No. And that's another thing. It's ears, clean your ears. People generally don't clean their ears properly. People just use water on their face. They don't clean. They'll dry their ears, but they won't wash their ears properly.
I'm one of those people. Let me explain why. So when you know my ears is dirty, let me explain to you now why. I push the earbud too far. You don't run there too far. Now, let me explain it.
I feel like you're shocks in your brain.
If you're a doctor, please do not do this to a patient. I go see the doctor, and I'm not going to mention the doctor's name. I come and I sit down with the doctor, and I sit him, "Hey, listen, doc, I did a little damage, and I was still rubbing the ear. That nice feeling, it keeps you to really rub the ear." And I wait till I sit him, "Hey, doc," and you know what he does? He says, "Okay," he gets that light to me, and when he comes to my ear and he shines the light, he goes, "Oh, bro, don't do that, bro."
Yeah.
The sound he made me, I was
really nervous.
Instantly scared.
Yeah. So
what happened was I thought, okay, let me see. Hey, he took something. He took this device that sprays water and it squirts the water hard into your ears, and blew the stuff that came out of my ears. Because what happened was when I was pushing the earbud, I obviously now caused the issue, and it was clogged. I couldn't hear in the one ear. So now my ears are sorted out. Now I got no excuse, but I'm saying the basic things people should know. But gentlemen need to look clean. Hey, you know what gets to me, and it's not also about grooming. Like I drive around, I'll be going wherever I go to pick up kids. I'm the driver in the house. I don't know what is with how people in jackets in this hot weather. No matter what you do, you will see somebody went wearing a hoodie and a jacket. So one of my friends commented from workers, maybe they're ducking their face so they don't get shot. So I laughed at him. I said, "Don't talk nonsense," but it's possibly true.
Yeah, people, that's a disguise. Hoodies are disguise, bro. Hoodie and glasses are disguise. Thick jacket, big jackets are disguise. But now, bro, in KZN, we hardly wear big jackets. Bro.
I always moan to my wife, why are these places keeping winter clothes? We do not have winter in Durban.
Yeah.
You go there, there's no more shorts. You want to buy something for Easter because you went down the
2
coast.
weeks of chilled weather.
You go in down the coast and there's only tracksuits. Okay, you need a tracksuit for a night when you're chilling around the fire and you're relaxing.
At those times, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, we're gonna move on from that topic, and this is a big topic for me because I promote it and I talk about it all the time, and I know I irritate a lot of people when I talk about it. But yeah, if I'm irritating you so you can live longer and I can irritate you longer, I'm gonna do this. Medical and health problems, and this, and I'm gonna give you a little bit these three. If I speak to a lot of friends, if you're listening, it's not meant to offend you. I love you. As a friend, I want you to be there.
Yeah.
I want you to come when something's happening important, when my daughter's getting married. I want to invite you.
Yeah.
I want you to be there for milestones in my life. So if I mention to you and I bring up stuff, I'm not trying to be personal. I'm not trying to. So the topic I'm talking about is it's so common now. If you speak to a lot of people, we're getting older, and you speak to people, Luda, what's the first thing they say? Like you told me about, I think you got pressure.
Yeah, I got pressure.
So and the thing I'll say to Luda, yeah, bro. And that's not the reaction I should have.
Yeah.
What you need to say is, what I normally say is, what are you doing about it? So Luda was the one who got me into the gymming big time. So he used to tell me ATP, this German volume training.
Yeah.
So I got into it. I'm still doing it. So my question, and with health, people are suffering out there. Pressure, sugar, pre-diabetic, diabetes.
Yeah.
What are you doing about it?
Yeah, it's for me, and the one thing we gotta take into consideration, like with me, it's hereditary. If you have a lot of family members that have a certain disease or whatever, it gets passed down, like diabetes and hypertension and all these things. But there are ways to combat, and there are ways to try and lessen the effects of your disease that you have. And exercising, getting out there, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, and being active plays a big part in the longevity of your life and how you manage and control these different diseases. And sometimes it's as simple as taking your medication, because some people get diagnosed with something, the doctor puts them on meds, and they just don't take their meds. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, especially if it's something that you know that's life-threatening. If you don't take your medication, it can lead to a point where it can take your life. People just don't take their medication. Taking your medication, taking it on time, taking it on a regular basis, at a certain frequency of a day, having your meal before your medication, after your medication, and then being active. And when we say be active, I'm not talking about now you have to go and get a gym membership and now.
Yeah, those things are expensive. Not everybody can afford a gym membership.
A walk around your area or walk on the grounds is good enough. A walk is good enough. Eating that apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Nonsense.
Keeping fruit and vegetable in your diet regularly, eating less meat helps. And my doctor, when I was diagnosed with hypertension a good couple of years ago, my doctor told me I need to lose weight. And if anybody that knows me, I've never been overweight. And when he told me that, I was like, Doc, lose what weight? And then he's like, there's a diet that you can go on, and then there's the pill. The diet, you can literally eat nothing. So what's the point of living if you're going to go on a diet? So I said, fine, I'll take the pill, and then I'll try and do all the other things that I can do to try and lower the effect. And exercising is a big part of it. And as I say, you can make it a fun exercise with the family, with the kids, taking a walk on the beach, taking a walk on the grounds, taking a ball, running around in the park, whatever. Just get active. So it lowers your risk of heart disease when it comes to all of these different illnesses. And taking your medication, eating a balanced, healthy diet.
But Luda, you mentioned one thing about people not wanting to take tablets, and I'm people. So let me explain. So years back, I got sick. I was in hospital for 3 months. And because I had something, pleurisy, whatever it's called, my lungs were basically cooked, my one lung. And when you have any lung infection or whatever the case may be, I had to be treated with TB. I had to have that TB medication or something. I had to have TB stuff. And those tablets rule. I was taking, I took it for a month only.
Yeah.
And what happened was, let me explain my frustration. They wouldn't give you a tablet in bulk. because they didn't trust you, because obviously it's common people don't take their TB medication. I had to go to Windsor Clinic and get my tablets. They had to give you, and you had to take it there. And it was 5 tablets. And what happens is, I was one of those people that, because what happens is you forget to be. I was a young lady. I was on a spree 24/7, and I was, oh gosh, guys. And I would go running to take me to the clinic quickly, whatever. And we go to, and the nurses were faulty towels. Yeah. I'm talking about the nurses will say, no, we, and you come. You us, and now and again, and bro, it's just for a month. And the importance of it. In a month, I forgot 3 times. So I'll take it the one Friday, and those tablets, I don't care what you do. If you take those tablets now, you could have eaten a full chow bunny by yourself, or full bunny. You take those tablets, you're starving, those TB tablets. So I would forget, and but what I would do, I would go to Saturday morning and beg the nurses at the clinic. They didn't give me, and I was one of those people that messed up. Yeah, there was the one time, so forgetting. Then the other time was I'm sitting, it's relaxing. I think it was like a Sunday night. I'm relaxing. I was still at a girlfriend. Nicola's my girlfriend at the time. I was at home. She was at home, and I'm cutting a mango and I'm relaxing, and it just started getting tight. Yeah, chest pain. Lights got chest pains. So you get that WhatsApp if you get chest pains. Those WhatsApp that make you kind of smart. So I thought, okay. Let me go to the doctor. So I went to Black Medical. I come there by Black Medical. You know what's the funniest thing ever? I come to Black Medical. I'm coming like nothing's wrong. Cruising, yeah, nothing wrong. Because I know nothing. You know you you're serious. So when I got there, the doctor says, okay, sit down. He does some tests. He puts me. He says, Mr. Phillips, you're having a heart attack. I'm like, what? This is 21, guys. I'm 21. Excuse me. He says, Mr. Phillips, you're having a heart attack. I'm like, doc, I'm 21. It's like you're having a heart attack. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so what happened was, he says to me, listen, we need to rush you to the hospital. We don't have the equipment here. Let me tell you where my priorities were. Let me just go home quickly. Yeah. I drove home. I went to go fetch my laptop. I went to fetch all the stuff I needed to go to the hospital. I phoned my girlfriend. I'm having a heart attack, but you know what it is? They find these things in your blood that tell you you're having a mild heart attack or you're about to have a heart attack. So what happened was, the doctor says to me, hey, listen, you need to go to the hospital. We're taking an ambulance. No, I'm not taking an ambulance. I'm going to my car. Yeah. I'm thinking along of that. I'm thinking it's nothing. Yeah. I'm not panicking. Because I must have my wheels to move now. Yeah, I must have my wheels to move. Exactly. So I come to the hospital, St. Augustine's. I come there. When I come to St. Augustine's, I'm parking my car in the parking. I'm walking up the stairs. Ready for your prep. They got the bed. They got this machine. So I'm like, hey, sorry, man. I think they're expecting us, Darren Phillips. The nurse, there she comes. She puts oxygen. They put me down. They strap me to. They're putting me. They're rushing me. It's a big thing, bro. They're like, hey, why you walked in? Come in. I said, no, I drove myself. They're like, okay. They put me in this ward. Come in this ward. Everybody's in this ward. This ward is dead. Guys, you need to look after your health. That was the biggest wake up or shock to me. You come in this world, everybody, you just hear, you know those movies where someone's dying. This is the word. I'm here with my phone. I'm on BBM, guys. I'm on BBM. On your phone. What you wearing? I'm on BBM. You know the story of BBM. I'm on BBM talking nonsense to friends, talking to my girlfriend. So eventually the doctor came to me in the morning. The doctor said, hey, listen, the nurse told me that you're causing a lot of issues. Because I can't read the machine of your heart, because I put all these things on me to read my heart. Your cell phone's causing issues. We're going to move you to your own room. 100%. I can move. Eventually, they take me to my own room. They make me run on a treadmill. That time I was unfit. No, I'm talking about I was drinking. I was taking eckies. I was doing everything. Lighty was busy. I'm not ashamed to say it. There's a part of my life, bro. I don't hide. I was doing everything. Hey, they made me run on a treadmill. Guys, I almost died when they ran on a treadmill. They put a treadmill on someone chasing you with a knife running. Hey, they do the test. They just that. They cut me on the side of my thigh. They sprayed ink to see anything. Hey, doctor calls me. He gives me this consultation. He says to me, Mr. Phillips, have you been taking any drugs lately? So I look at him. I said, Doc, a lot. He laughs. I said to him, no, I'm not going to lie. I've got nothing to lie. I'm nothing to shame or blue. It's the time of my life. I said, I tried eckies, nothing else. He says, so we don't know what happened. You were not having a heart attack. There was something in your blood. There were signs of heart attack. There's no signs of it now. We can't find nothing. We're going to send you home, but your cholesterol is high. It's probably that. Yeah. But you could see something or other things in your blood. He said to me, I'm going to put you on tablets. You need to take these tablets for another 4 years. Yeah, you got it.
continuously take it. Yeah.
I'm like, what? So this is back to the tablets. I'm like, what? Doc, there's something else I can do.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we have other thing, but it's going to be hard. What's going to be hard? Explain to me. Don't give me the option that you want with tablets. I don't want to take tablets. I don't take tablets.
Yeah.
When I got a headache, I don't even take a tablet. I avoid those things. So give me something else. Now, if you know anything about the medical industry, they promote their friends. No, you can have a surgery with my friend or this. They help each other.
Yeah.
You want to put me on the tablets. I refuse. I said there's something. He said, okay, let me tell you the one thing. You can get fit. I'm like, what? You can get fit.
That's easy.
So I'm like, is that the thing that you're saying? Oh, you see, because if I tell people, oh, no, give it. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started my running on the road, running 5Ks every morning before work and stuff like that. So it's you don't want to get that. I came off lightly. I don't know, maybe I could have died.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't my time. But my point I'm trying to make, you got to look after your health. You got to make sure.
And you know what? Well, with that, it's also not ignoring signs, not ignoring symptoms. When you get if you're getting chest pains, bro, chest pains is a big thing. Chest pains is not a small thing; it's a big thing. Chest pains is a big thing, and especially now with.
But Luda, it's something I ate, but
nah,
people like that one.
nah,
It's excuse.
can't do that. Chest pains, hot one, and chest pains, 2 different things. So it's completely different thing. So you can't tell me something that
I'm
you.
laughing at chest pains.
And then, especially now we know that cancer has become so common in all ages, bro. All ages, all races, everything. Cancer's everywhere.
Hey, but Breno's eyeballs are killing us. Yeah.
Hey,
Let me tell you why. They got the big sign up at Graph. Prostate test.
yeah.
You know, the first thing came to my mind, guys. When they said prostate, I said, no one's putting their finger for me.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm not doing that. So someone in the office that's much older than me heard me and he came off. He said, hey, Breno, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I said, okay. They don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
That's only, they do a first test, initial test. So what they do, they take your blood. Same like when you do these to test your cholesterol, they do a similar thing. They take your blood and they take it. And so what they did is me and I promoted now, because you know me, I'm that person. I went to the office, I said, come, we all going.
After you did it.
No, we all going together because I need company.
You need a crew.
Yeah, I need a crew to come with me. We go and we go take this blood, and these guys need to be trained out to give the results. They send you, Mr. Phillips, your results is ready. And I'm like, yeah, can you tell me the results? No, you have to come there. What? I start stuttering. What? Can you just start stuttering? Come results. They said to me, Mr. Phillips, you are healthy.
100%.
You know, that's good news, guys. You know, you can have all the wealth in the world, but if your health is gone,
You don't have nothing.
lucky enough for all of us that went, all our health was 100%. So that's why if I'm promoting and I'm saying to you guys, join me in the gym. Come, get consistency right. Don't worry about Googling what do I need to have 6-pack abs.
No.
I'll tell everybody, I'm not giving advice because I'm on a journey. So what I've learned to help you from wasting time, I tell everybody the same thing. Don't Google, don't YouTube, don't watch videos of how to get fit, how to get abs.
Just do it.
Get consistency right.
Yeah, get it. Get in the gym.
Just get in the gym. Just get
That's what I'm
started.
saying. Doesn't have to even be in the gym. As I said, just do it consistently. Walk that route consistently. Do it time and time again, and then you get the rhythm, you get the motion of
Then
it.
you can look at food. You start looking at food now.
Yeah,
Hey, I must be eating like a bird. You lose blood.
yeah, for sure, definitely.
You're not gonna do it.
And but my thing with the whole thing is, as I was saying, don't ignore signs. Don't ignore symptoms. And even as you're saying with prostate, getting a prostate check, we know as guys, we see it in the movies, we hear the nurses tell us when we go for certain medicals, at a certain age you need to start getting a prostate check. Simple test with your hands.
Guys, it's a blood test.
Exactly. Even besides that, bro, checking your testicles. If one's bigger than the other, there's a problem.
I didn't know that. You know that.
If one's bigger than the other, there's a problem. You're just gonna get it checked. Simple growths that are coming up out of nowhere on your leg, on your back, whatever. If it's a growth, certain color, go and get it checked.
It's gonna buy away.
Those things.
That's what we say.
Yeah, but we gotta get these things checked, and we gotta be cautious, and we gotta be knowledgeable about it. Go do your research. Know what you're looking at. Understand your body. Don't ignore signs and symptoms. Get it checked. Like me, I was very stubborn. I suffered with hemorrhoids for years and years and years and years, and I suffered. If anybody's had hemorrhoids, they know the pain.
I never knew that. I remember you told me.
suffered.
I was shocked.
So I suffered for 10 plus years because I was too stubborn to just go and get it checked and do the surgery.
For those that don't know, you're talking about piles.
100% piles. And after going through the surgery, it's 100%. And that's just because I was stubborn. But don't be stubborn, guys. If something's giving you a problem, go and get it checked because it can turn into something bigger. And then you start with a big problem.
And then we come to eat your biryani at your funeral. Yeah, so another topic I wanted to talk about, and this one, guys, I know all my friends. I know you're guilty. I'm guilty. Road rage. Yo, this is a bad one. So how I won't say I eliminated my road rage. How I brought it down from Goku to maybe Baby Jake. Not so sweet. Yeah, not so hectic anymore. Yeah. One of my manager at work, we went somewhere. We went somewhere, and I'm laughing because one of the comments that came in. My manager at work, we went somewhere, and we were going to one of these conferences at work as part of IT. And a taxi came, and guys, I don't know if you explain. You know what taxis do? And I was swearing, and my manager said something to me that stuck with me. She said to me, "When you see dog poo on the road," I'm just gonna say poo. You see dog poo on the road. Do you walk over it? You walk around it. Yeah. You don't walk over it. Now take it as that person that's doing nonsense on the road, that's driving terrible. That person, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know if they're more crazy than you. You don't know if that person's kid died, their wife's drowning, they lost their job. They're going through stuff. So take that person as someone who has dirt on them. They want to release that dirt. They're a piece of poo on the road. Why would you walk into it? Walk around it.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, you don't know. You say, not me. Me got my clock. I waited for my clock 2 years. I did my license. I'll show you. You must do this or I'll show you. And that was more crazy than you. And then your life's over. For someone you're never going to see again in your life, you're angry about
for almost hitting your car.
For almost hitting your car. So now, bro, what I do is, hey, I just look. No, I have a full swearing match in my car. Swear to myself. Yeah. I don't make fingers at the person. I just say, yo, some people can't drive. And I say to myself, I don't look in their direction. I don't. One day, one of the guys jumped on his car, and he was driving behind me, and he was pulling and flashing me. So there was nowhere for me to go. And we came to the robots, and he's swearing. He jumped on his car with his baseball bat, and with his kids and his wife, and he's da 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 da. And he came to my car, and I was sitting, and I put my window down, and I said to him, "Bro, you with your family?" No, I never said that. I tried to stick away from it. I said to him, "You come to the baseball bets, please don't do that. This is not going to end well for me or you." Wow, he was swearing this. I just ignored him. He just carried on swearing. He stood by his car. Yeah, so road rage, guys. You had an incident of road rage, Luda?
We've all had an incident with road rage. We live in South Africa, and I think the taxis caused the height of our road rage in South Africa. And I don't deal with it. I used to also get angry and mad and show fingers and swear out the window and whatever the case may be. But now I just shake my head because at the end of the day, it's not worth your life. As you're saying, you never know what the other person's going through or what the other person's doing. So I just shake my head and I keep moving. And I take it easy now in traffic because through it's your life is more. And I think as you get older as well, you realize your life is way more valuable than a bump on your car. Or getting into an altercation with an idiot. Life's way more valuable. So I don't deal with it anymore. I just keep moving.
Guys, when we come back, we left this topic for last. So there's it's a little bit of it's taboo, if I can call it that. So you chat to that colleague in work that's men. They tell you everything. Yeah. They give everything. So the topic is sex and intimacy. So we're not gonna go in depth. Because we're not here for that. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it and we'll chat about it. But now we're gonna play some music and we'll come back and tune in so you can listen. We're no experts on the topic, but we'll help you improve. Yeah, Luda, here we go. Numbers went up again. It went up to about 60, it dropped down to about 30. So listen.
Finish this coming just for that topic.
No.
Yeah.
Ended out what here? That's what Tess said. Ended up what? Maybe it's in the hospital. When he said that, ended up what? Yeah, Pastor Lopez. I knew instantly what he was referring to. So the thing about the sex, what I want to talk about, how do you make your sponsors happy? And I'm just speak about a video I watched. Maybe we can talk about it. That should take us.
You're gonna play this song. Play 3 now.
You can choose the next song. You can come out. Let me come out. Ooh.
You're giving them pressure. Giving them pressure. Tell you special.
Hey, yeah, there we go. I'll tell you now, give me a second. I'll just send my uncle a message. He wants me to promote Dawn's, but I can't because it's happening the same time as this chick.
Oh, bro, this song, I had it after a long time. I was like, we lost it.
They got nothing to say. You're giving them pressure. You're giving them pressure.
You're being careful for poetry.
Yeah.
Special. Shawty is special. I know. Oh, I know.
Why don't you chew a song? What? Why don't you put play next?
You can write, you can say play next.
You know?
Yeah, play next.
Yeah, it's like normal. So what's playing now? Let me show you what's playing.
Does it show you? The what you call terrible.
I'm gonna show you a thing like what's next.
I don't know.
Like I need to figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. They really need to work on the.
Oh, this is YouTube.
Yeah, they really need to work on the interface.
What's that shoe? Yeah. Only Tash comments in here.
Yeah, the only test is comments. Oh, and what you call drive. What's his current drive?
All the hits, one station.
I'm listening. Doesn't sound familiar.
I said her pistol go. Cause she a fashion killer and I'm a trendy nigga. I said her pistol go. Her pistol go. I said her pistol go. Cause she a fashion killer and I'm a tricky figure. So I'm rocking, rolling, swagging to the max, fashion killer. She be busy popping tags. She got a lot of product. That Dolce and Gabbana. I can't forget the Prada and that Balenciaga. I'm sipping purple. See my aunt your mama. And if you is a rider, we go shopping like manana. Her attitude Rihanna. She get it from her
What's all the play? Open squad number,
trippy like Nirvana. Cause everything designer. Her jeans is helmet, lane shoes is Alexander Wang, and her shirt is designer. Cause they match with her persona. Her pistol go. Her pistol go. I said her pistol go.
Or the E one.
Cause she is fashion killer and I'm a
That's explicit.
I said her pistol.
Which one then?
The show below. Watch it.
Her pistol go.
No, they're all E. Don't show all.
Cause she is fashion killer, and I'm a jiggy figure. I said I see you, Jill Sanders. I love a people's costume, national, yeah, and a mule meester. See, this gonna be the sneaker. I'm on a ball, mom. Goya bought a trunk, Isabel Moran. I love you, Linda Farrow. I adore you, Dior. You got me here, Doma, beating carrot from the store. I crash down with that top down. We'll see how I rock round. Mommy in that time Ford, mommy in that time round. Rick Owens, Rap Simmons, boy, she got it by the stop. She ballin' till she bought, that means she shopping till she drop. And Versace got a lot, but she may never wear it. But she saved it so our babies will be flyer than their parents. And her pistol go, her pistol go. I said her pistol go, cause she a fashion killer and I'm a trendy figure. I said her pistol go, her pistol go. I said her pistol go, cause she a fashion killer and I'm a jiggy figure. I said her shoe like keys, breezing cool, smelling as your treasure, you're so well put together. I see bags and rings, jeans and shoes, spikes and patent leathers with the fabrics matching together. How you and me and you go away together, we could get away forever. All emotions clashing, fashion, someone turned the light out. I met my baby, such my passion on my passion night out. Her pistol go, I said her pistol go, cause she a fashion killer and I'm a trendy figure. I said her pistol go, her pistol go. I said her pistol go, cause she a fashion killer and I'm a jiggy figure. I said her pistol go.
Cause I know we gotta find a way that the love is gone. Cause I know we gotta
No love lost, it was never love. I lost sight, found God, and more better love. I ain't never went soft, I'm forever thug. Yeah. And you ain't God, so you can never judge. I had guys I called brothers leave me in the storm. That's why my heart's still cold even when it's warm. All of a sudden they forget like I ain't put them on. And never had the only shit, I did it off the arm. Still fighting demons, ducking bullets, pulling thorns. It's funny how they still sleep like I ain't blowing horns. This female look like a male, like there's something wrong. Now I still suck my dick, bitch, nothing's wrong. This whole industry is rigged, I don't need awards.
Luda.
I done things never did and still don't get applaud. Like I ain't got W's across the fucking board. And my mom became the GOAT when I was fucking born. Oh,
We apologize for that song that said it's a clean version, but obviously not.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you need in my time of need. So I'm calling you now, just to make it through. What else can I do? Don't you hear my plea? Friends may come and friends may go, but you should know that I got your back. It's automatic, so never hesitate to call. Cause I'm your sister, and always for you. And don't know what I'd ever do without you from the beginning. I've always been here with you. So I'll call you best friend. Through the good times and the bad. Whether I lose or if I win, I know one thing that never changes, and that's you and my best friend. Whenever I'm done, and all that's going on is really going on. Just one of those days when you say the right thing to keep me moving, to keep me going strong. What what else could I say? It's all that can't be. Well, I've been told that, and I believe that it's automatic. Cause I'm your sister, and don't waste your and I don't know what I never do without you. You'll always be, so I'll call you my best friend. Good times and the bad, whether I lose or if I win. That's you, I don't know, I don't know without you from the beginning. Chilling, oh, you are a friend. Good times and the bad, good times and the bad. I don't want things to change. That's you and my best friend.
I'm shocked that song said three verses.
You can count on me. Call me when you need. Don't know don't you know? Always been here with me. I'll call you around. Good times and the bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want things don't know why I've never been here with you. I'll call you my best friend. Good times are the good ones. Never ever I win. I don't change it. Oh, my best friend.
That was
That's exactly how I was saying. Welcome back to Happy Valley Radio. We were listening to Brandy Best Friend. So, we have a hot topic here now, and me and Luda were discussing this in studio. Yeah, it's a difficult one, and it seems like it's a major taboo topic amongst the color community. Of course, I've spoken to a few people at work, and this is a general conversation, and people laugh, and people are shy to talk about it. So the topic we spoke about is sex and intimacy. And listen, we Luda's married, I'm married, few friends, everybody's married. So it's think about it. Are you happy in your sex life? And before you say anything, Luda, my thing is, if I'm not happy, I'm going to say something. And there's ways to say things, guys. I think it's very important. There's ways to say things. Because think about it like this here. Guys, there's always a happy ending for us. Always. It's always a happy ending. Even if it's after 1 minute, it's 2 minutes, there's always a happy ending for us. What about your partner? I'm not putting it out there for the guys. What about your partner? Have you asked them, babes? Is it all good for you? You know what I'm saying, Luda?
No, for sure. And I think I think a lot of it goes back to us as boys growing up, watching the films we used to watch.
The truth.
And those a lot of the stuff that we learned from those things, and which is an unhealthy way to learn about intimacy, and it causes conflict and problems in your mind, because as a man, as a young man, this is what you see and this is what you think is that's how it should be. But only later on in life you realize, you know what, it's not just about me. It's not just about me, it's about my partner as well, and the satisfaction and the pleasure of both, not just yourself. And I think as guys, watching the stuff we watched, we learned that it's just about us. But it's not, bro. And the sooner you realize that, and the sooner you and your partner are completely happy, the better it is.
Yeah, because think about it, you're in a relationship, and I don't know about you, but you're there for years.
Yeah.
Your partner's unhappy for years, and maybe I'm guilty of it too.
100%. I mean, not promoting sex before marriage. We're talking about married couples, people that are committed to each other, married couples.
You know what's the thing? I was watching a video on TikTok, and that's what made me think of this topic. There was a whole lot of people, and that is a terrible thing to do. There's a whole lot of people sitting around the table, and the one guy screams, "Raise your beer if you made your partner." What's the word? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah. If you made your partner, you satisfied your partner, and all the guys like, yeah, yeah. And as this guy was putting up his girlfriend or whatever, grabbed his hand and said, "No, put your beer down." Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, you don't want your partner. That is probably one of the most embarrassing videos I've seen.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of that guy. How do you know your partner's happy? And guys, I'm talking, and I'm gonna say this. I'm no expert in the topic, but if you have to ask, then
you must know.
Then you must know it's a problem. The fact that you have to ask, then you know it's a problem. But sometimes we're blind to these things.
But besides that, it's not a fact of if you have to ask or to do it, because at the end of the day, sometimes we watch TV, we know women fake things.
Fake the orgasms.
Yeah, we've been shown that they can fake pleasure. They can fake that they are satisfied. And some women won't tell you, no, I'm not happy, or I'm not getting there, or whatever the case may be. They won't tell you. And again, we're gonna go back to communication. Sit down, have a conversation with your partner. Do you may be doing something that she doesn't like.
Hey, bro, that's a bad one.
You may be doing something she doesn't like, but because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings, she just goes along with it for 10, 15, 20 years. That's love, bro. However, it's time to return the favor.
But you know what?
Return the favor. Sit down, have a conversation. What you like,
what you don't like.
What you don't like. Find out these things so that the pleasure is both ways.
But you know what it is, and I've heard this so many times. People say this, but I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, she just left. I came home, her bags was packed. No, bro. Yeah. That's not what happened. She's been taking that nonsense for 10 years. You telling, and guys, we're guilty of this. You're carrying like a champ on the road.
Yeah, you're the champ, and that's all that matters. Bedroom bully.
Yeah. Hey, Rocky, you knocked out people in the first round.
Mr. 2 minutes.
Yeah, the champ. But I'm laughing and joking, but it's actually a very serious topic.
No,
think about it, bro.
It's a sacred thing between two people, and it's something that was intended to it was intended to create life. It was intended to create life.
100%.
So if it's intended to create life, it's got to be something pleasurable for both parties. And if only one person is getting joy out of it, then it's a waste. And you need to communicate and find out how are you going to get your partner happy.
And you know what it is? Why I go back to the point we were talking about it, when you get married, the sex stops. And there's two ways to look at it. People are tired. People are not in the mood. It kills different things kill the mood. Yeah. But also ask yourself the question: it's not that great. That's why I don't have it all the time. Because let's be honest. You don't want to watch the same boring show over and over if you know what the show is about. 100%. You watch a show, you absolutely hated it. It was terrible. You watch the new Marvel. What's that new Marvel movie? What is it called? I won't watch that movie again.
13 times, yeah.
Yeah, what's that new Marvel where they're trying to be very PC? Yeah. I won't watch a movie again because I know it's bad. It's the same like your sex life.
And the thing is, bro, you got to spice it up. Besides the point of your partner just not being happy, you got to spice it up. You got to do different things. You got to keep it fresh. But life happens, bro, and we all consumed by time, by homework, and by projects, and by studies, and by this, and by training, and cooking, and cleaning, and all these things that consumes the time, it consumes the day, and there's never time for your partner. So you need to plan, make that same date night you make date night for that as well. It needs to be planned.
You're married, you can't be talking about let's have a quickie. you got all your life together. Yeah. So I think as gentlemen we guilty of it. I think we just need to behave, and we just need to make sure our partner's happy, 100%. That our partner's in it. Because bro, it breaks it down to one simple rule. Before I tell that simple rule, Rude, is anything you want to say to our viewers? Because the time is up. The next people are ready for their show.
Time is up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Tune in next week, Monday, to catch us again. We'll have another hot show for you.
And it'll be a hot show straight after Easter. Before I close the show, I'm just going to say, guys, you know what it is. I'm let the guys tell it for you. It's simple. Just follow the simple rules and you'll be a winner. This is the song for all his lovers out there. Simple, man.
Just like you do.
Pumping and watch that on Monday. How many viewers they want?